Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Finally. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. We are doing this in English, of course, because Frazer is an Englishman. So, of course, thank you so much for joining, to have this team meeting with us. We are very excited. We are a member of the Ninja Networker for, I think, 6 months. Yeah, woo, ninjas. Woo. And I know some ninjas here as well. So I'm very excited. And we've been to Success Summit too, of course. Woo. And woo! You got your book. I don't read a lot of books. I take a lot of time, but 2 days and I finished it, cover to cover. So thank you so much for making this book. So thank you. Thank you for your time and give it away.
All right, cool. Well, hey everyone, how is everyone? Give me a wave if you can hear me. Yeah, all right, cool. Well, guys, I'll go for like 25, 30 minutes or so. And I'm going to go really, really fast and furious, like super fast. But I know the guys are recording, so I can see the little thing in the top, like left-hand corner saying recording. So I'm sure you guys will be able to get the recordings in a sec. So let me just pin. You guys can see me, right? All right, cool. Well, where shall I begin, right? Oh, let's go to the start. Okay, so my network marketing career started in 1987, but I wasn't born until 1988. So what that meant was my parents in 1987, they were so broke they couldn't afford to pay attention. Okay, they had no money. And my dad, what he decided to do was he had a 5-bedroom house that he couldn't afford. It had 2 reception rooms and a kitchen as well as a bathroom. And he thought, well, what we'll do is we will rent the spare rooms to complete strangers and they will pay us a small amount of money and we will use that money to pay the mortgage. Great. Sounds like a plan. So what happened is they lived in 1 bedroom and then a stranger lived in bedroom number 2, bedroom number 3, bedroom number 4, bedroom number 5, the lounge, the dining room, and everyone shared 1 bathroom and 1 kitchen. Okay? So one day my dad wakes up and he's thinking, life sucks, life's awful, I've got no money, like what am I going to do? Like I've got a baby on the way, which is me. So he walks downstairs and on the kitchen table, I'm doing this live from the kitchen table, right? Not that exact kitchen table, but the kitchen table here in Cologne in Germany. And he saw a newspaper that was opened up and there was a picture of an Aston Martin and it said MLM, MLM, MLM. I drive an Aston Martin, you can too. Call me now. So he honestly, he thought that MLM stood for Make Love Monthly. That's what he thought it stood for, right? So he was like, well, yeah, like I don't mind a bit of that. Always feels weird because it's my dad and my mum that I'm talking about, but like, yeah, it's a story, right? So Make Love Monthly, Aston Martin, yeah, I'll call the number. So he calls the number, and actually the first number he called, it went to voicemail. So he actually called another number that was next to that advertisement. And he said, hey, what's MLM stand for? Like, Make Love Monthly, like, make lots of memories, make lots of money. Like, what is it? He said, it's multi-level marketing. We have an event coming up. Like, it's just around the corner from where you live. Like, come around. It'll be fun. So my mom and my dad went to the event. I was in the room in the womb, right? So my dad ended up seeing people who were walking across the stage, picking up giant checks, who couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time. And he thought, if they can make it, so can I. And he was elbowing me in the head, whilst he was sat next to my mum, like bang, bang, bang. And I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. We're going to do this. Let's go. So I was like, my dad said, let's do this. So he decided to join 1987, 26th of October. Oh, here's some. Okay. 26th of October, 1987. And they ended up, the first company they joined was a fragrance company, right? They succeeded, but the company didn't. The second company he joined was a fragrance company. They succeeded, the company didn't. The third company he joined was in the health and nutrition. It was actually a diet cookie. And the slogan, the tagline was eat cake, lose weight, right? So all you got to do, like, so the pitch was, hey, do you like cake? Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah, do you want to make money eating cake? Yeah. Do you want to lose weight eating cake? Yeah. Sign me up. So people were buying like literally a month's supply of cookies, 3 a day for 30 days, 90 flipping cookies, right? It was a little bit crazy, but he made $10 million in 10 years. And as a result, I got into personal development, network marketing, and it's been a part of my life for my entire life. In fact, if you cut my wrists, network marketing comes out because it's actually in my DNA. I've yet to meet someone who's lived 100% of their life with network marketing in some capacity around them, right? It's kind of like I'm kind of hold that trophy. I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of that. So how do we get better at recruiting? That's what I want to talk to you about, because if you get better at recruiting, right? If you get better at recruiting, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get better at duplicating. Because too many people come to me and say, Frazer, how do we get better at recruiting? How do we get better at duplicating? I can recruit people. Like I recruit like 5 a month, but like no one seems to do anything. Well, it actually starts from you recruiting a shitload of people. Sorry, I might swear from time to time. It just happens. But it comes from you recruiting a lot of people, right? Because if you recruit like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 a month, you might be thinking, nice. But you want to hit it real hard so that your team, they follow your feet and not your mouth, because people do what you do and not what you tell them to do. Think about when you were a kid, right? Your parents said, don't do this, don't do that. You did it. Sod it, you did it. But if your parent smokes, guess what? Chances are you smoke too. If your parents eat healthy, chances are you eat healthy too. If your parents play sport, chances are you play sport too. If your dad's a doctor, chances are you go to the university to study to become a doctor. We do what our parents do. We do what people we watch them do. We don't do what people tell us to do, right? Every time I go to a restaurant, they say, hey, don't touch that plate, it's hot. What do? I touch the flipping plate. I'm like, yeah, no, it's not really hot. I do it all the time. So the first step, right? The first phase is you've got to get better at collecting friends, right? So if you want to get better at recruiting, you need to collect friends, okay? So one thing you were probably told when you started in your network marketing business and career was, I want you to write down a list. I want you to write down a list of every name and person you know. And everyone does it. I did it. Everyone's told to do it. And they say, aim for 200. So you're like, okay, 200 people, that's easy. And you start writing your list and you're like, shit, I only know 137 people. I only know 137. I went to my dad and said, Dad, I've got my list, 137 people. Woo! This is going to give me the financial freedom and time freedom that I've always wanted. And he's like, okay, well, you're rubbish. And I was like, what? He said, like, you should get at least 200. And I was like, no one knows 200. He said, Frazer, the average person who finishes university, like you, knows 2,000 people. I was like, oh, well, I'm not average then. I'm obviously below average. Right? Well, cheers, Dad. Like, I feel great about my business already. I only just started. So I've got 137 people. Now, I have a problem. And this is where I want you to understand that you guys right now, if you're starting out especially, you're in a much better situation than when I started out. And here's why. Yes, I have mentorship from an 8-figure income earner. But my list, 102 people on my list, my dad had already prospected. So imagine you have a list and 2/3 of them had already been told about the business from your upline. Imagine that. Great. So now my list was only 35 people. And the problem with the 35 people were those people had been out drinking with me. They'd been out partying with me. We might have drank a little bit too much. So they've seen me vomit on my own shoes. They've seen me crawling up the street. They've tucked me in bed because I couldn't get up the stairs. Right? They've seen me dressed up in different fancy dress outfits. They've seen me kissing strange girls. They've seen me kissing strange boys, right? But why would they ever join me in business? No way. Hey, you're interested in an exciting opportunity? No, you're not a business person. Behave yourself, Frazer. But are you out this weekend? Like, let's hit it hard. Like, no, okay, it's not for you. Ugh. Next bit, the same would just keep going and going and going and going. I was like, oh, this is never going to end. So what I established was, in network marketing, you need to turn strangers into friends, friends into family, right? You need to turn strangers into friends, friends into family. That's the goal. If you invite 2 people, you need to add 3 people to your list. If you invite 5 people, you need to add 6 people to your list. If you invite 25 people, you need to add 26 people to your list. Your list needs to get bigger and bigger and bigger every single day. So if eventually after 10 years you decide you don't want to add any more people, you've got 10 years worth of people you can go contact regardless anyway. So how do we do that? How do we go and add people? So what I want to show you, because Linda's awesome, I want to share with you a tool, right? I want to share with you a tool where that you can go and find the perfect person to speak to, all right? So I'm going to share the screen with you. The tool is ninjasearchtool.com. Now, the people who are in the Ninja Network will get access to this, but I'll give access to you guys for like a month or so, probably the rest of March. So all you want to do is go non-friends, search for non-friends who are male or female. Now, if you're a man watching this, only search for men. Because when men add women, it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. The women are just like, what do you want? And the men are like, I just want to send you a photo of my body part. And they're like, no, please don't send me a photo of your body part. I don't want to see it. And then eventually this little sausage kind of appears on the screen and you're like, look, sit. And it's like, no, what are you doing? Block, right? So people are just conditioned like, no, I don't want to add that man. So if you're a man, stick to men, right? Yes, other men have sent me pictures of their body parts as well, but it's not as bad, right? Women, stick to women, right? You can connect with one another much easier. Men speak about football, women talk about shopping or kids or clothes or fashion or travel or food or whatever. Men talk about one thing, women talk about 500 things, okay? So female, current location. Well, Liverpool is my hometown, so let's say I wanted to build a team in Liverpool. And then interest, health, which, surprise, surprise, matches quite well with your product, right? So find people. What it will do is then go bang, it'll take me over to Facebook and it will find me all the women who live in Liverpool who like health, right? So women who live in Liverpool who like something to do with health. So these are perfect for me, perfect people for me to add because they have something in common with me. They live in the same city. They like the similar things that I like, right? And they're female. If I'm female, then I'm looking for females, right? And it'll load a ton of different people, a ton of different people. There's hundreds. So what you want to do is you want to write down a list of cities that you want to build in. If you live in a town of 7 people, then don't search for the town, right? List all the cities and then list all the interests that you have and your product has and your business has. If you don't like cats, don't find people who are interested in cats, right? There's just no point. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, right, business, health, fashion, food, travel, football. Great, that's me done. Mums, dads, kids, families, right, dogs. Okay, there we go. I've got a list of 10 interests. Now, Apeldoorn, Rotterdam, Eindhoven, Amsterdam. I feel like Ajax is a football club and not a city, but I'm going to say Ajax, right? I'm just going to kind of, no. Yeah, there we go, buddy. I knew you were Ajax, right? Right, so I've been to the stadium. It was a very cool stadium before. I partied very hard. Sensation white. Everyone was dressed in white. It was very fun. Yeah, it was real cool. What else? What other cities? Anyway, those are all the Holland cities that I can think of. Think of all the cities you want to build, and then just go, right, Apeldoorn or Amsterdam. Like interest. Right, friend, connect. Then move on to the next cities. Now, here's the cool thing, right? I know that the first language in Holland is not English, right? But I don't speak Dutch. So I don't want to connect with people who don't speak English. Now, you guys is a bad example because a lot of you guys speak really good English anyway, right? So let's say we want to go and build a business in Italy. So we go, well, there's Milan, there's Rome, there's Venice. So let's go Milan. And let's try and find people who like business in Milan. Now, the problem is, in Italy, there's a very, very, very small number of people who actually speak English. I don't want to go and build in a country where I can't even speak to a person. Like, hey, join my team. Ciao, we're joining my team. Margherita pizza. Like, no, it's just not going to work. So I'm going to search for people who are English or speak English. So female, who speak English, who live in Milan, and are interested in business. Find people. Oh, surprise, surprise, right? There's now a list of women who live in Milan, who like business, and who speak English. So, Donna Brown, winner, Donna Brown. She lives in Milan, but she's from Toronto. She likes Harvard Business Review, and she speaks English, Italian, and French. I wonder if that would be a good person for me to connect with. Well, she could build in Italy, she could build in Toronto, she could build in the English market, she could build in the Italian market, but she could also build in the flipping French market. What about Lisa Rodriguez? Lisa, I don't know. Lives in Milan, but she's from San Jose. Looks like in the Philippines. She likes business. She speaks English, Tagalog, which is the Filipino language, and Italian. Oh my God, I've always wanted to build a business in the Philippines. That's my ticket. That's my gateway. Thank you very much. So, that's how you collect friends. You find someone, you add them, and then you message them. Don't just find someone and go, oh, right, Donna Brown, add. Come on, Donna. Please, Mr. or Mrs. Universe. Please make sure that Donna Brown sees my friend request and then adds me tomorrow, accepts me, and messages me saying, wow, I love your profile. I want to join whatever it is you're doing. It's never going to work. The word action is in the word attraction. So take action and go, hey, Donna, I noticed that you are living in Milan. Looking to connect with more people there. How's things? Hey, Donna, I noticed that you also like business. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things? Hey, Donna, I noticed you have 2 kids like me. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things? Hey, Donna, I noticed you love Liverpool Football Club too. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things? I'm telling her why I'm adding it. Sorry. I get a bit crazy from time to time because I see people doing the wrong thing and they come to me and they say, why am I struggling? Because I know they're doing the wrong thing. Find someone, add them, tell them why you're adding them. Now, is everyone going to respond to you? No. So what do? Move on to the next person. If I go to a girl, like if I'm saying, let's say I'm single, I'm not, but let's say I'm single and I go into a bar and I see a girl and I'm like, ooh, she looks perfect for me. I go up to her and go, hey, can I buy you a drink? And she looks at me and goes, what am I going to do? All right, up yours then. See you later. I'm just going to move on to someone else. No, I'm just going to walk on to someone else. I'm going to work with people who are prepared to work with me. You don't try and force the situation, right? You get thrown in jail for doing something like that. You can't do that. Okay? So, we need to communicate with the people who want to communicate with us, right? Is everyone going to be your friend? No. If everyone is going to be your friend, then you've got some sort of magical unicorn powers. You know, it just doesn't work like that. So we communicate with people. Now, I use an acronym called LORD, right? LORD is LORD. It stands for location, occupation, recreation, dreams. It's just a basic guideline for you to be able to communicate with people and turn them from a stranger into a friend into a family member. That's it. Really, really basic. You can follow it if you want. You don't have to. To begin with, you might, but eventually, I'm telling you, maybe 1, 2, 3 years' time, I promise you, you will get into such a flow and you will know your exact city and interest, that you'll know exactly what to say to people, and it'll just flow. No, they're not going to be interested. Bam, bam, bam. No, yeah, great. No, great. No. Just like on Tinder. People are going, match, no match, yes, no. I know what I like, big boobs, whatever. No, like, I'm just telling you, for example, you get to know what you like. When you're starting out, it's like, right, I'll go with girls, I'll go with boys, I'll go with dogs, I'll go with cats. I'll just figure out what I like the most. And then when you know what you like, you do it and you go in hard, like you go all in. Sorry, right? You do? Okay. The second phase is you need, that's ridiculous, you need to collect decisions, right? So once you've collected friends and you're growing your friends list, you now need to go and collect decisions. Right now, there's 2 doors, but I'm looking at one door in particular, and it's open. So what can I do to an open door? I can close it. What can't I do to a locked door? I can't open it and I can't close it. So as a network marketer, your goal is to go out and see what doors are open and what doors are locked. The ones that are locked, what do? You leave them. You don't try and kick them down and go, ha, now I'll close you. No, because it's come off its hinges and it's off and it's dead. It's a dead door now. So you're going to ask people this question. I'm actually going to put it in the chat so I can type it in. Hey, Bob. Don't write the name Bob if you're not speaking to someone called Bob, right? I have to say that because I've made the mistake of calling a Mary Bob, a Jane Bob, a Linda Bob, right? It's just, yeah. So, hey Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how to, then I'm going to give some blanks. No worries if not, just thought I would ask. That. So I put it in the chat. Hey Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how to fire your boss? No worries if not, just thought I would ask. Hey Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how to play more golf? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. Hey Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how you can travel to Barcelona for free? No worries if not, just thought I would ask. Hey Bob, you get the point. Hey Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how to make money on social media? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to get 3 types of answers. Yes, no, or maybe. The maybe can be in disguise of, is it one of those pyramid things? I think my girlfriend's done this before. Is it a scam? Well, what is it? Just tell me what it is. Why are you being so secretive? Like, all of these are maybes. If it's a no, what do you say? You're a loser. No, you don't say that. You just, no, hey, no worries, anything planned for the rest of the week. That's it. No worries, anything planned for the rest of the week. Because 60 to 70% of the people who joined my team, 60 to 70% of them said no the first 3 times of me asking. 3 times. The fortune is in the follow-up. The majority of people will say no because they're not buying on their terms. People want to buy on their terms, not your terms. So they'll just go no straight away most of the time. And then they'll see what you're doing. They'll see the consistency that you're taking part in. And eventually it will eat away of them, eat away of them, eat away of them. Right? Curiosity killed the cat, they said. So what happens if someone says yes or maybe? You're going to say, it's a visual thing. I need to show you. When do you have 30 minutes to take out of your life to potentially take the rest of your life off? What? You just created scarcity, urgency, and curiosity. Scarcity, urgency, and curiosity. And they're thinking, holy crap. Like, I've got to see this shit. I've got to see this. And what is it? It's not one of those pyramid things. Well, it's a visual thing. I need to show you. If you want to see it, let me know. If you don't, ciao. Oh, yeah, I do. Now, this brings you on to the biggest mistake that most people make. This brings you on to the biggest mistake that people make. people, when someone says they're interested, all they do is they go, there you go. Have the link. Just have the link and have fun with it. Just rub it smoothly and treat it nice. No. Right? That link to more information that they're going to see is worth flipping millions. Millions. Absolute million. Go and ask Jeff Roberti how much that link's worth. Go on. I dare to ask him how much. In fact, I know 100 million. 100 million. And you know what? People are treating it like, no, €1, like 1 cent of a euro. Oh, go on, there you go. Just throw it away. Nah, whatever. Just throw it away. There you go. Just have it. Have all my coins. There you go. I don't care for it. Just take it. No, don't do that. The PIN code for the website Ninja Search tool is 1234, or it might be 12345, depending on when you use it. So 1234 or 12345. All right. Bear that in mind. 1234, 1234, or 12345. It just depends. Like, I've got to change it, and it'll probably work for all of March. Then it will change to God knows what it's going to be. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1 probably. Like just to make it really, really easy. Okay, so with that being said, I've completely forgot my trail of thought because I literally went off a bit of a tangent. Okay, so yes, no, maybe, depends what it is. So when do you have 30 minutes to take out of your life to potentially take the rest of your life off? 9 a.m. tomorrow. Great. I'll message you 9 a.m. tomorrow. Well, what is it, Frazer? What is it? Tell me. Hey, it's a visual thing I need to show you. 9 a.m. I'll see you then. I've got to run into another meeting. See ya. Right? So 9 a.m., what do? Here's the link. No, you don't. You still got to make them beg for it. Right? If I said to someone, hey, I've got $1 million here now, show me how much this, if I was to give you this, show me what you do. They'd be like, please give it to me. Please, I'll do anything for it. That's what you've got to create. Scarcity, urgency, and curiosity. That's marketing. And it's network marketing, not network prospecting. Because prospecting's like farting. If you have to force it, it's probably crap, right? That's just one of those things that I've said for quite a while now. Anyway, so here we go. So 9 a.m. comes. Are you ready? Question mark. No, can't do today. Okay, cool. No worries. Well, what is it? Well, when do you have 30 minutes to take out of your life? When do you have 30 minutes to take out of your life to potentially take the rest of your life off? Or I could do 10 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, great. 10 p.m. tomorrow. Are you ready? Yes. Great. Now they're ready. So now I can send the link. But before I send the link, I've got to say, guys, that link's precious. Bob, I'm going to send you the link. It's going to take you 30 minutes to go through it. You'll be done at about 10:30, 10:30-ish. I'll contact you at 10:35. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair? You will get a yes almost every time, right? I've asked that question to 12,000 people and only 3 people have said no, right? So it's not 100%, just a little bit under. Like it's probably like 99.9997%, something crazy like that, right? So with that being said, they go, yeah, that's cool, sounds fair. Then you send the link, then you follow up. So the third step, you've collected friends, you've collected decisions. The third step is you need to collect commissions. Oh yeah. Now there's 5 things, from now on, there's 5 things I want you to track, right? Meaning track, take note, understand, put it on a spreadsheet, put it on a piece of paper, whatever you want to do. I'm going to type them in. Number of people you add. Number of people you ask the decision question to. Number of people who see the tool. The tool could be a video, could be a website. Number of people who say yes or no. And last one, number of commissions, well, let's just put commissions earned in a month. So every day, right, I added 4 people today, 5 people, 3 people, no one, 7, 8, 2, 2, 2, 1, no one, 8, 4. You write down the number of people every single day. Then how many people did you ask, hey, Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how to fire your boss? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. How many people are you asking that question to? That is the most important thing in network marketing, that question, seeing if someone's open. 3. Okay, I've asked 3. Now, how many people have watched the video? 2. And how many people have said yes or no? 1, none, 3, 2. Notice that it's not how many people have said yes and then how many people have said no. It doesn't matter, because earning, like if you get a yes, you earn. If you get a no, you learn. And learning leads to earning. So it doesn't flipping matter. Someone says yes, great, bank balance grew. Someone says no, great, skill level grew. And skill level matched with activity will improve your results. So you win every way. Yeah, but Frazer, I can't pay my bills with no. You can't now, but you won't even have to worry about bills when you have 1,000, 10,000 no's in your bank. I'm telling you, no's are better than notes in my opinion, because no's will bring in checks and yachts and cars and dreams and everything, right? That's just my opinion, but I'm a little bit different, as you can probably tell. So the number of people who watch the video, 2, 3, 1. The number of people who say yes or no, 1, 0, 5, whatever. And how much money did you earn in the month? And this is what you want to do. I love maths. I love numbers, because the world is made up of numbers. Whether it's binary codes, whether it's quantum physics, whether it's all numbers. I know they use letters, but it's numbers really, right? Like the A minus 3 time multiplied by Z, X, Y. It's like, what, a Greek letter. They're just throwing a Greek letter there for a laugh. So anyway, what you want to do is you want to get the commissions you earned, I'm writing it out, divided by the number of questions asked that month, right? So let's say you earn $1,000 that month, which I know is a great amount of money to earn in network marketing, $1,000 a month. And you've asked 100 people, hey, would you be open checking out some more information? I then know that your commission to question amount is $10. So if you come to me and say, hey, Frazer, I want to earn $10,000, guess what? I know you've got to go and ask that question to 1,000 people, right? Now, you're going to need to do this and track this for at least 6 months until you get your average numbers. But as your skill level improves, your amount will improve too, right? And that will take time. So you've got to track everything. Then you want to take the commission you earned divided by the number of people you ask the decision question to, will give you an amount. Could be $1, could be 10 cents, could be $5, could be $100. But eventually, you and your team will be asking so many people this question that you'll commit. Ask Jeff Roberti how many people ask this question on his team. Just go ask him. Like, it's hundreds of thousands of people. Like, he's ridiculous. He's the best kind of ridiculous. And I'm very grateful that when I actually shared one of these things at GoPro, he was at the back of the room and he went, ooh, and then gets his pen out. I'm sure there was like 3 diamonds in the tip of the pen, and just kind of goes, looks at my slides and goes, that was one of the highlights of my career. Jeff Roberti making notes on a presentation. It was very, very humbling moment for sure. And his shoes were just ridiculous. I'm sure his shoes had diamonds in them as well. On the sole of the shoe, like the bit that gets muddy and stuff. Throw a few diamonds in there. Why not? No, he's a machine. So guys, that's the process. If you repeat, collect friends, collect decisions, collect commissions. Don't get worried about the no's, because one word everyone in network marketing has heard, whether you're Jeff Roberti, Eric Worre, myself, any of you guys, is the word no. And you're going to hear the word no more than you're going to hear the word yes. I promise you that. So the 12,000 people I spoke to, 11,500 of them said no. I could have quit. Oh, no. Imagine going out into Liverpool every night and going to speak to 12,000 women and getting slapped in the face by 11,500 women. But the 500 yeses, they might be a bit of fun. That might have been quite fun, actually. Right? So the no's are worth the yeses. That's the first time I've used that analogy, and I probably won't use it again. That was too much. But guys, I appreciate you having me. It would be cool to take a photo with all of you guys. I know there's more than one screen full, but I do have a book. I know Linda has the book, so Linda can send the link out to you or put it in your group or whatever. For those of you who don't already have it, it covers this in detail. For any of you who watch movies and read books, the book version is always better than the movie version because there's more detail, and the things you miss out, you pick up in the book. That's kind of the process with the book, right? The book's got a shitload of detail in it compared to this like short 37-minute Zoom. So go get it. It's frazersbook.com. Linda's got the link. She can send it out to you guys. All right, cool. Well, let's do a photo. So like, what should we do? If you just kind of like wave or just put a smiley face or just like go crazy, right? Yeah, little ninja dance. There we go. That's a cool one, right? If you can do this, guys, just do this. All right. Woo! I'm just going to screenshot you all. All right. 3, 2, 1. Yes. I love it. Linda, I appreciate you having me. That was awesome. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in as well. And I'll see you all soon.
Thank you so much, Frazer, for this Zoom call. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, you shared so much. Thank you.